Hello Libra, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. How are you guys? Welcome to my channel. This is a bonus reading for you guys for the second half of January. Thank you guys so much for being here and for tuning in. This is a general reading as always, guys. It's not going to resonate with every single Libra tuning in. So please do take from it whatever makes sense for you and release the rest. If you are interested in your own private reading, all of that information is down below in the description box, and I'll also have a list of all of the decks that have been used for this reading, Libra. What I have in front of me are a couple of brand new decks that I received. These are all by Fire Witch Tarot. This is the Divine Love and Separation deck. For this reading, I want to be focusing on those of you who are in separation, which is the type of readings that I typically tap into, but I'm definitely going to be focusing on those of you who have not been in communication at all for a while. So let's tap into that, and then we'll grab some messages from the What's Brewing, Spilling the Beans deck, also by Fire Witch Tarot. All right, so let's start. Angels and Spirit Guides for Libra. What is it that we need to know at this time? Please bring forward a focus message. Actually, we'll grab a couple messages from this deck. And let's take a look and see what needs to come forward here for your reading, Libra. This could also be for cross watchers, for anybody really who's been guided to tune in and watch this reading. Okay, let's see. I'm guided to this one here in the middle. It says, unsure, I'm holding back because I don't know what I want yet. So somebody is unsure, they are undecided at this time. Let's grab one more. There's so much for us to experience. Please don't waste it on being upset with me. Interesting. So somebody's unsure about what it is that they want, but they're also saying, you know, there's still so much more to this. And they just don't want you to saturate yourself by being in a space of being upset with them. This could also be reversed as well, Libra. Okay, so take it for how it resonates with you. All right, so let's add to this with a couple messages from the What's Brewing deck. Angels and Spirit Guides for Libra, please. For this bonus reading. For Libra. So what's brewing? Let's take a look. Additional focus messages here. Guided to this one here. Look at that, see? Insecure. So somebody is unsure, and now they're coming forward with that insecure energy. Let's grab one more. Investigating. So part of their insecurities are getting to them, and they're really trying to figure out what's going on with you, Libra. So they might be checking you out on social media or asking questions if you guys have mutual friends or people that know one another. But yeah, they're investigation mode right now. All right, so let's add to this with some Mystic Moon Oracles. Let's see where this is going to take us. So part of what's holding them back, and part of the reason why they don't know what they want, is because they're insecure. So in order to get beyond their insecurities, they are checking out what's been happening in your life. Again, stalking you, possibly keeping tabs on you on social media. Especially if they know, Libra, that you are upset with them. And there's a reason why you guys are in separation, and there's no communication here. So angels and spirit guides for Libra. What else do we need to know here? What else do we need to know here? The answer is yes. Isn't that interesting? Followed by karmic partner. So yes, someone's involved in a karmic partnership and or a third-party situation. This is possibly what could have driven a wedge between the two of you, why you guys are not together right now. And maybe that's why they are super insecure and really wanting to do a little bit of digging to see if you're still with this person, if you happen to have moved on to somebody else. But yeah, this is part of the reason why you guys are not together. Balancing the scales is coming through as well. So there's an out of balance energy between the two of you. But this card also taps into the Justice card in traditional tarot, which is your very own energy, Libra. It's the need for honesty and fairness and for the truth. And I feel here part of the problem is that someone was being dishonest, manipulative, deceptive about their involvement with a karmic partner. Of course, it depends on who involved themselves in that situation. It depends on what side of the fence you fall on in regard to this reading here, Libra, whether it's you that entered into a relationship outside of a connection that you were in, or if it's the person you're focused on for this reading, and the truth needed to come out. The truth needed to be revealed. There's a definite need for balance and harmony in this connection. Somebody's got to take responsibility for their actions here, or this is something that you both need to do. The next card is Ascending, so this is telling us here that you guys can move forward from whatever obstacles are in your way at the moment tied into that karmic partnership. But we do have this bound energy, which is very similar to the Devil card in traditional tarot, and it's tied into Capricorn energy. Stagnation, restricted, feeling bound to someone. So your person, Libra, might be feeling bound to a karmic partner. Part of the energy of the Devil as well is someone who feels trapped, feeling like they can't move right now, or they're not in any position to create movement in their life tied into this connection. And a karmic partner just thinks about themselves. They're just focused on their self-interests, what it is that they want, what it is that they need. The hell with who they end up hurting or who they step over to get it. So it can definitely be codependent. And it could be abusive in nature too. And that abuse doesn't just have to be physical. It could be emotional stress, mental stress, mental abuse. Lessons definitely need to be learned here in order for the two of you to work on this partnership. But clearly, someone is very insecure with where they are at energetically at this time. That could be both of you. We have someone coming through who is unawakened. I typically tap into divine masculine energy from that. And it's important to note it's just energy, so it could be male or female. Communication. So they're still not ready to communicate at this time. This person still has to learn these lessons in whatever way they need to learn them. Part of the reason why there is no communication here between you and your person, Libra, is because they're still attached to that karmic partner. And, going back to that unsure focus message, I'm holding back because I don't know what I want yet. It's like they need to balance their own scales. They are creating that imbalance in their own life. They can't decide between a karmic partner and you, Libra. That's what's coming through here. This card keeps popping up too. The Summer card could be indicative of the summer season, of course, which is quite a few months from now. So if things are going to be shifting and changing between the two of you, something significant could happen during summertime, but this could also be when your person's date of birth might be during the summertime, the summer months. The summer card could also be tied into the energy of the sun, which is a beautiful card. And if you're familiar with my channel, you'll know that I tap into that quite frequently between these two cards, summertime, and then there's the image of the sun in that ascending card. So there is the opportunity to create ascension in the dynamic of this relationship and move forward towards the sun's energy, which is beautiful because it's very happy. You can find happiness with one another again, moving forward. So it's not an impossible situation, but I do feel that whoever is in that situation with the karmic, that needs to be let go of. That cannot be a part of the equation. Look at this next card, commitment. This commitment is what's going to bring about healing and ascension between the two of you. We also have this inner child card followed by the divine feminine. So I feel here, for those of you who are resonating with this, my divine feminine may have had something traumatic happen as a child, or painful childhood memories that could have been tied into some sort of abusive experience, or just not having a very good example of a healthy relationship, and therefore it might be affecting the divine feminine as an adult and how it plays itself out today in adulthood. And so there are lessons, major lessons, that need to be learned here, especially for my divine feminines. Here we are again with that mask. This card keeps coming forward. Someone's numbing themselves, either drinking too much, just not wanting to feel, not wanting to deal with the pain of not being together at this time. Part of the reason why things are so out of balance is because of this mask, somebody being dishonest, wearing a false mask, being deceptive. It could all be tied into that karmic partnership, and someone is still feeling bound to that. So this situation needs to find its balance. It needs healing. Definitely needs healing. Someone's working on themselves, reinventing themselves. Could be, again, my divine feminines, but it could be both of you, really, whoever is resonating with that. Because part of the changes that are happening that is tied into this reinvention will bring about this commitment and being able to move forward from where you guys are at right now. This abandoned card, interesting how it falls below bound and that inner child. So whoever is resonating with that, I feel you're going to be able to overcome those obstacles and loosen the reins from that attachment, and to just abandon it and let go of it and walk away from it. Because it's an unhealthy connection. This karmic partnership is a toxic situation for some of you. And someone feels like they just settled. Somebody feels like the other person settled, and ultimately, by coming back together, you guys can really make this relationship work if you can just both get onto the same page, get rid of any dishonest energy and deception, balance those scales, get onto the same page, be able to see things from the same perspective and have the same goal. This is acknowledging that the relationship came to an end, but that key allows you to open up a brand new door, Libra. So you guys can start over. It's going to take time, divine timing. It's on the universe's time frame, not ours. So you're going to have a little bit of patience here. That keeps coming through in these bonus readings, but it's just requiring some time to unfold. And if your person needs more time, if they're not quite through learning their lessons and coming to their own realizations, working on themselves, healing themselves, then if they came forward too soon when they're not ready, then you guys are back to square one. It's not going to end up lasting long term, and that's ultimately not what you're wanting here. So we have Metamorphosis, which is also tied into changes. These are good changes, Libra. You'll know when it is time to ascend this connection forward, but there's also things about it that need to be released and let go of. Part of what needs to be released here is a karmic connection, whoever is involved in that. So this relationship is holding on to some baggage that it needs to let go of. Right now, you guys are not on the same page, I feel. Somebody's unsure, somebody is insecure, somebody is doing some digging as to what's going on with the other person. Someone's upset with the other person here, or you're both upset with each other. And these are all things that need to be addressed and phased out and healed in order for the both of you to move forward. If what you're wanting is to come back together, there are some obstacles here that need to be cleared. Okay, so let's add to this with some Fairy Tarot by Radley Valentine. Let me set these guys aside so I have a little bit more room. And if I have to refer to them, I will. All right, Libra. Let's see what else. What else needs to come through here for Libra for this bonus reading? Angels and spirit guides, please bring it forward. But yeah, someone's still attached and bound to this karmic partnership, which is why there is no communication at this time between you and your person. And maybe it is you that's in that space of insecurity because you just don't know what's going on with their life, with their connection, with this karmic. Perhaps it is my Libras who are holding back, not quite knowing what it is that you are wanting to manifest in regard to this connection. There are those of you who want commitment and loyalty and honesty from this person, but if they're not fully healed, if they are not disconnected from a situation that's keeping them bound, then you're more likely better off without this individual at this time. Not to say that you guys are forever going to be in separation. I'm just feeling that the healing journey is not complete here. They are still unawakened to what it is that they need to do, which is why you're not hearing from them. They're not ready to offer commitment. It needs more change and more healing. Okay. We do have the Five of Summer, which is the Five of Cups. That is water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This particular card reads, trust that there is a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others, focusing on that which frightens or worries you. Yeah, you don't need to saturate yourself in someone else's drama. And I feel that's what would happen here if you guys were to contact each other at this time. It's just not the right time, I feel. Because the Five of Cups is about loss. It's about regret, having regrets over what happened. Feeling very sad that the two of you are not together. But you also don't want to get involved with whatever it is that their drama is all about. So it's totally making sense that this would be the next card, because this life experience represents the Tower in traditional tarot. Let go of belief systems that no longer work for you. an important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. Absolutely. That Tower moment is unexpected. And I feel here, I'm reading for those of you who are in separation and have been for a while. So you've already had that Tower moment, and that's why you guys are not together at this time. And someone's heart was broken here because you guys had to part ways. It was difficult. It was devastating. It broke your heart. It broke their heart. So all you can do from here is learn these lessons so that you don't have to repeat what brought this tower down to begin with. It might be tied into a karmic partner for some of you. This could have resulted in some major conflicts in your relationship. For some of you, definitely a separation. That's what this reading is all about. But for those of you, also tied into that justice energy from the balancing the scales card, because it's also involving legal entanglements. So for those of you that are tied into that energy, I feel it could have even resulted in a divorce, or you're in the process of getting divorced from this person. We have the Queen of Summer coming through as well. That is the Queen of Cups, more water energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This queen is very loving, very comforting, emotional, and intuitive. And in this particular deck, it reads, listen to your heart. Intuitive insights you can trust. Taking care of others, perhaps too much. So it's time to take care of yourself. Nurture your own self, Libra, especially if you happen to be divine feminine. For the most part, the Queen of Summer, Queen of Cups, is very calm, very compassionate individual, and yeah, very intuitive. We also have the High Priestess, followed by the Emperor here. The High Priestess, trusting your intuition, careful reflection before taking action, insights that come through meditation. So this is telling you here, Libra, that it's not a time for action right now. It's a time to reflect, figure things out for yourself before you take action. Whether that action is to move forward on your own, learn those lessons on your own and heal yourself, or whether that action is to work on the partnership, but there is work that needs to be done here because that karmic cannot be a part of the equation between you and your person. So part of the energy too of the High Priestess is even more water energy, if you can believe that. Trust your intuition, especially if you happen to be divine feminine. And then here we are with divine masculine energy from the Emperor that uses logic and structure to increase their success. Someone who is very organized, and it says a firm but compassionate leader. This could certainly represent your person, Libra. Could be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. So you've got 3 major arcanas coming through in this reading. A tower moment. The High Priestess telling you it's not the right time to act. And you might be dealing with a divine masculine who's a very logical thinker. But they're also in a very unsure, insecure space right now. And I feel this is much needed in regard to this reading, Libra. This is the 4 of Winter, which is the 4 of Swords. It's a time of recuperation. It's a time to take a break. It's a time of rest. It's a resting period. In this particular deck, it reads, set aside your concerns for now. You can make a decision later. Solutions that come from meditation, the need for more sleep or a vacation. So right now, this is all about you. You just need to work on yourself. That reinvention and the metamorphosis that came through, especially for my divine feminines, it's time for you to focus on yourself right now. This partnership needs more time apart, I feel, for the other person to clear out and release situations that they can no longer be in if they want to even pursue a future with you. We also have the Prince of Spring here, which is the Knight of Wands, more fire energy. Immediate action, a challenge you can successfully manage, a passionate relationship, okay? So it's interesting how that's falling right below or right next to the Four of Winter, which is taking a break for now in order to work on yourselves individually. And if there is the opportunity to come back together and work on this partnership, that's a possibility here. But somebody has to wake up. Somebody has to wake up and learn those lessons and get rid of that insecure energy and finally know what it is that they want. Because this Knight of Wands, this Prince of Spring, this is somebody that knows what they want. They come in fast. And as it states, it's a very passionate connection between two people. We also have the Six of Summer coming through here, which is the Six of Cups. So feeling very nostalgic about the connection, reminiscing about the good times. And in this particular deck, it reads children or childhood, the return of people or romances from your past, remembering events differently in a better or worse light than how they really occurred. And I feel it's so interesting how we have that inner child card coming through here. That innocence of childhood. However, childhood memories might not always be the best memories for some of you. But yeah, this is the potential for someone to come back. So if your person can actually put in the effort, Libra, to get themselves out of situations that they know are toxic, perhaps you even know this, and it's just an unhealthy connection to begin with, if it's represented by a karmic and or third-party situation, there's definitely healing that needs to happen between the two of you and the situation. Let's add some romance angels to this. Let's take a look and see what else needs to come through in this reading for you, Libra. Angels and spirit guides for Libra, please. What else do we need to know for this bonus reading for Libra? What else do we need to know at this time in love and romance for this bonus reading for Libra? This could be the one. But right now, you guys are in separation. There is a decision that needs to be made here. Time apart, backing away from, retreating, disconnecting, which I feel is where you guys are at right now. Romantic feelings still very present in this connection. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So at this time, the angels are telling you, just try to stay optimistic. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. For those of you who are not interested in reconnecting, this is the potential of finding a new love for you. That is a part of your ascension. And for those of you who are open to the possibility of a second chance with your person, this could be a new chapter in love. A second chance at love to recommit. But as this very soon card states, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. But going back to the very first focus card, unsure. I'm holding back because I don't know what I want yet. So this decision, even though the opportunity is here, that might take a little bit longer, which is why this is going to play out on its own time, Libra. But you guys still have feelings for each other, still feeling nostalgic about the connection, and you have to have faith that it's ultimately going to work itself out if that is something that you're both wanting. But the karmic situation needs to phase out. Let's add to this with some Lover's Oracle. Angels and spirit guides for Libra, please. What else do we need to know for this bonus reading for Libra? What else? Ooh, we have quite a few. Okay, well, just two. Let me grab this bottom of the deck as well. All right, guys, what we have, look at this, is a twin flame connection for some of you. Your passion ignites. So there's still something very passionate about the connection between the two of you. And going back to the Prince of Spring card, it does say a passionate relationship. So give it some time, Libra. And I feel for those of you who are open to exploring a commitment with your person, they've got some work that they need to do for sure. But during this time, you know, just keep living your best life, keep working on you. And when the opportunity presents itself for you and your twin flame to reunite, you can. Next message is healing, which is so needed here. That already came through with this card, okay? Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. For those of you who are open to new love coming in to your life, there might already be somebody who's interested in you, but you might not even know it at this time. You do have a secret admirer coming through here. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on at this time. So Libra, you might have somebody that's checking you out and you don't even know it. Wow. All right. So let's add to this with some dialogue messages. So focusing on your person, Libra, let's take a look and see what would they want to say to you if given the opportunity, and or what is it that you would want to say to this person if you had the chance to do so. So we'll grab a few cards from this deck, and whichever one you resonate with, let's take a look and see what comes forward. I forgot to mention this is the 5D Love Messages Oracle deck by Calico Moon. All right, let's grab a few. Angels and spirit guides for Libra. Who needs to speak up at this time? There we go. You mesmerize me. Perhaps these are words that this person has actually said to you. But they are truly mesmerized by the thought of you. Perhaps that's why they're still thinking about you, feeling nostalgic about the connection. And yeah, for some of you guys, you're connecting on that twin flame level. This is coming through for some of you. I am under too much pressure right now. Part of that pressure might have something to do with that karmic partner, which is why you're not hearing from them. But look at this next one. I won't be able to keep myself from reaching out much longer. Yeah, you're going to hear from them soon, when they're ready. Next message. I'm unsure of your feelings for me. Part of the feeling for that is because they're already telling you from the get-go, unsure, I'm holding back because I don't know what I want yet. Part of the reason why that is because they don't even know how you're feeling about them, if you're even open to talking to them or reconciling. And that's where that insecurity is coming from. Next message. I miss the feel of you. Nostalgia. Remembering you, thinking about you. Next message. Do you think about me too? I feel that you do. They're definitely thinking about you as well, Libra. This is not a surprise why this is coming through. I wasn't completely honest with you. Especially when it's connected to that karmic partner. And I feel this is why there's so much healing still that needs to happen between the two of you, because it broke the trust factor between the two of you. And I feel that's why this is so crucial, to be able to stay optimistic, positive thinking, and have faith that at the end of the day you guys can work this out if you're both willing and open to that. Next message. I'm spying on you. I think we already picked up off of that they're checking you out. There's definitely somebody that's spying on you if you're single and are open to new love. There's a secret admirer that's coming through here. But I feel with somebody who's investigating, they're checking you out anyway, Libra. Last one. My feelings for you are intense. Well, they're going to have to do something about that. They're going to have to take care of their situation, especially if they are involved in a karmic or third-party connection. And perhaps during this time that you guys are not together, it's giving them a lot of time to really dig deep and realize that their feelings for you are a whole lot deeper than they thought. A whole lot more intense than they ever realized or allowed themselves to feel. Yeah, my feelings for you are intense. Wow. All right. Since we've got healing references here, let's go ahead and add to this with some healing messages. Angels and spirit guides, please bring forward some healing messages for Libra at this time. Some healing messages for Libra. Truth and integrity. Here we are again with balance and power. Okay. So Libra, part of the reason why you guys went into separation, I feel, is because somebody was being dishonest, couldn't be truthful. And I feel this is exactly what's needed in this relationship to put you guys back into balance, which is the next card coming forward here. And we already have balancing the scales, which again is tied into the Justice card in the tarot deck, which is tied into your energy. So I feel here you're not just willing to sacrifice your life, your peace, what you've worked very hard to achieve since you guys have been in separation. All you're wanting from this person is the truth. And if they cannot deliver, then you need to ascend and move on your own and find balance and happiness on your own. So it's something that you need to do for yourself. If you feel that this is a relationship that is worth salvaging, then absolutely you guys can work through this. You have to be on the same page. You are in ownership of this power card. You have the power to do with it whatever you want. To walk away or to work on a partnership. You call the shots this time. You are in a seat of power, Libra, to be able to manifest whatever it is that you're wanting now. Whether that is in relation to whatever happened between the two of you or whatever aspect of your life you are wanting to work on. You are in control. You have the power to move mountains if you want. You could do whatever you want. It's your call. All right, guys, so that is where I'm going to leave it. I do hope that if you were able to resonate with this, Libra, I do hope that it helped you somehow, offered you some guidance. And if you are interested in your own personal private reading, all of that info is down below in the description box. Thank you guys so much for being here and for tuning in, and I will be back real soon with more readings for you guys. Take care.